So that's it. Hello, YouTube. Good afternoon. Good afternoon for everybody here. Dennis, Priscilla, Elton. Today you talk about the time management and productivity. I'm Bruna. I will start with a presentation, all right? I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I'm married. I have two sons. In my free time, I love to dance, to work out, to cooking too. And what else? I'm graduating physiotherapy, but nowadays I don't work in this area. I work in the service public and the public service, and I work in the administration area. And that's it for me today. Elton, is your first time here? Talking? No,
No,
no. All right. So let's go. Can you introduce yourself, please?
yeah, sure. So my name is El Teixeira. I'm a guy from São Paulo. I'm 31 years old. I've been working as a Python developer. I'm graduated in computer science. What else? I'm a father. Uh, in my free time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to practice hiking, workout. Nowadays, I take some swimming classes. I like to travel and discover new beats. Uh, yeah, that's it. Nowadays I work in front of the computer, so I like to enjoy some time away from the computer. So that's me, guys.
All right, thank you. So, guys, I share with you in the chat 10 questions about the subject, but it's not necessary you talk about all questions, all right? Maybe I will do other questions for you if you don't understand, no problem. You can repeat or change the approach, maybe. So, let's go. Dennis, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Hello, guys. My name is Dennis. I live in São Paulo, and I am 38 years old. I have two children, and I'm married with my wife, Tatiane, and I work IT in my specific cybersecurity. And in my free time, I go to the park with my children, and I think that's it in my.
So nice. Thank you, Dennis. And you,
Well,
Priscilla, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Priscilla. I live in Petrópolis, Rio de Janeiro State. I'm married. I have a little dog. I work on a voluntary project nowadays. I am test analyst. In my free time, I like to listen to music, watching movies. Let me see. I like travel. I like practice yoga. I like practice talking English, practice here, not talking. Yeah, I think that's it about me.
So nice, Priscilla. Thank you. So for you, what time management technique work best for you? Do you use some different technique that you showed in the video?
So for to manage my time, I nowadays I use the specific tools because I need to organize my routine and I prioritize some tasks and depends of the stage of my of the work, for example. And I use like a Notion and or like a quadro Kanban. I forgot the name quadro, and I can prioritize my tasks. In this year, I prepare. For example, I put some goals, and per month I put the specific tasks and I prioritize that, and I have during the month completed that. Yeah, and I think it's worked me in the last month. It's okay. I can finish and I can follow. No, I can see my progress too because I can um, manage my time and manage my process, and it's so good for me. But I need use Notion or other tools like a manager, like a Jira tool, because I need to write my task and I organize. I need that.
So nice. Congratulations for achieving your goals in the last month. No, I
Thank
understand
you.
that it's very important to continue. It's motivating. For example, it's motivating
Yeah.
me a lot when I achieve my goals in the specific time, of course. So, and for you,
Yes.
Dennis, what time management techniques work best for you?
Oh my God, it's a good question because it's very difficult for me put in the practice this method. I think that, but normally I use Motion. It's an app, and you put checklist in this app. But normally, because I work 8 hours per day in my chair, and because I work FHT, but it 1 hour I stand up for 10 or 20 minutes. I take coffee or other things, but not specific techniques for time management I use in the day.
All right. Are you a procrastination person?
In the past, yes, but today, I try to change this in my life because it's very necessary.
Yeah, so nice. And you, Elton, do you have a specific technique?
Well, I have been not using any kind of tool to manage my time, but I already used the Notion to do that because I could take it a lot of notes there. So last week I used the Pomodoro techniques and I enjoyed it, but I need to try more times. It's good because you take 20, 25 minutes to get total focus in a task, and you rest for 5 or 10 minutes after that. And yeah, I felt that it works for me, so I would like to try again. And nowadays, I need to organize more myself to have a better time management because I think that it can help me to avoid the overwhelms. I can I can free my mind to think in important things because sometimes we have a lot of things in our minds like tasks, responsibilities, and other things. So when you put this kind of thing in some kind of agenda or even a to-do list, you can avoid overwhelming your minds. So you get more freedom. Yeah, that's my opinion about it.
So nice. I used the Pomodoro method in the past when I needed to study for the test for the public service. It's helped me a lot because you totally focus in only 35 minutes. So it's easy. In my mind, it's easy. But when you put a specific focus, you grow a lot in your student. For me, it's helped me a lot for this. Today,
Uh,
I go ahead.
is there an app for Pomodoro? I don't know.
Yes, there
Yes?
is a website you can looking for this on the Google.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. Thank
And
you.
there are a lot of mobile application as well.
But sorry, but you start this Pomodoro and app and the focus for a specific read, for example. Yes?
Yeah,
For
maybe
25 minutes.
yes, you
Mm,
can set other time, but
okay.
the most common is 25 minutes. And it's like to manage your time so you you play the on the clock,
Yeah.
so you just focus for 25 minutes, and after that you can rest and take a break or do other things.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so nice. I remember that in the past I used it to, I don't know, I don't remember, I didn't remember the name, this app, but if you focus in 25 minutes or other time that you decide to focus to put in the app, for example, and you receive a tree, uma árvore, and if you look for the cell phone or something like this, you dead the tree, você mata a árvore. So, and the intention is to build in the forest. Maybe it's so nice, this app.
Yeah, I have this application. It's paid. I don't know if there is to Android, but I have on the iPhone. It's a good application. I enjoy it as well.
Yeah, it's so nice. In the past, I used it a lot. So you said something, Elton, maybe it's sometimes is difficult to prioritize the task, to decide what is more important. No. So how do you prioritize a task when everything seems urgent? The number two.
Well, in my case, I believe that the level of prioritize is related with the deadline and the level of difficult of that task. And it's a hard question because in the IT era, everything is urgent, and the side by side inside of this, you need to stay learning new things. You need to do a lot of researches to solve some problem. And in my case, when I turn on my computer and I open my browser, I already have a lot of abas in my in my browser. So I feel so overwhelmed all the time. I'm trying to care about it. So in this holiday, I could read a lot of articles that it was pending to read in that abas. But yeah, it's a hard question. I need to learn more how handle this.
Oh my gosh, you said about the ABAs. I have a lot of an ABAs here in my computer, and when I needed to, how do you say, desligar e ligar o computador, it's turn off and turn on again. So, and I don't have as abas somem. So, oh my gosh, why? Because
Yeah,
I put this, I opened this app because after this I want to read something in the site, and
yeah, me
after
too.
this, oh my gosh, when I lose these apps, it's terrible in my mind. But like you said, I feel overwhelmed a lot because I need to do this, and I have a lot. It's terrible.
Yeah, I all the time restore the flaps. Flaps is abas, and
Flaps.
yeah, all the time that I turn on my computer, I restore the flaps because I need to read that. I need to take off some doubts, and I need to stop with that.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't know a specific technology like you and Dennis and Priscilla about the computer that when I restart, when I turn off and turn on the computer, it's complicated. The flats don't doesn't see open for me. Oh my gosh, why? And sometimes I need to put again the password. I hate him. And for my flex for my job, I need to put the double certification maybe. I needed to surf certification in the cell phone too. I need to put this password in the computer and after this in the cell phone. I hate this. It's terrible. I understand that it's for my insurance, my segurança, but it's terrible, no?
But put your notebook in hibernate mode. In
All the
this mode,
time.
it's not possible.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
every
do
day I
that
do
as
this.
well.
Yeah, every day I do this. But how do you say this? Chega tempo, it's impossible to put it and it's broken. You need to at- atualizar. It's
Yes, sure.
complicated.
Eu
For
falei.
example,
Yeah,
one weekend during 1 week, I don't only eu apenas suspendo o computer. Only this,
Yes,
but
sure.
yeah. And sometimes your computer gets slow
é
because there are a lot of cache on the memory, and you need
I
to
hate.
restart.
Yeah, sure.
It's so nice because my son do the computer science. Computer science.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's helped me a lot about in the computer. Thank God for this. So let's go for you, Priscilla. What do you
Oh
think?
my
How do you
God.
prioritize your tasks?
It's so hard sometimes, like Elton said, working as a technology, it's so hard sometimes. I need to resolve a lot of problems and I need learning a lot of things. And because that I analyze the situation. For example, I'm staying nowadays on a voluntary project. If I need learning something, I don't know these specific tools, for example, I learned this and I put this in prioritizing my routine like that. Yeah, because it's so hard. In a technology, it's so hard to. I need learning all the time and prioritize too. And sometimes it's not easy to. Uh, I forgot the name. Acertar. Yeah, sometimes not easy to I prioritize this and I can use this in for resolve the problem or help about the process like that. But sometimes happens something during process and I need to stop and start the other thing. Yeah. And about work, it's so hard. And I think for me it's work. I put these in Notion and Jira, for example, and I can have a way to follow. Yeah, but sometimes not easy. If you said about the flaps, I have the same problem. But sometimes when I see, oh, a lot of flaps open a lot of flaps, I have, for example, about course. I search about course. I have one document in Excel, and I put oh my God, I forgot the name. The endereço, yeah, in
Link,
Excel.
maybe?
And before, yes, thank you, Bruna. And after that, oh, okay, I'm searching now because now I have more time for to search. It's interesting for me. It's okay. If not interesting for me, I delete. Yeah, because sometimes it's not good. Yeah. The flaps, it's little flaps because they open a lot of pages and it's difficult.
Yeah, so
That's
nice.
it.
It's a great tip for me because it's interesting. So you don't lose the link, the information that you want to
Yeah,
see after in the other moment. So good tip. Maybe I
Yeah,
will
good
do
one.
this. So nice. Thank you, Priscilla. And you,
Tranquilo.
Dennis?
Uh, about prioritized tasks, in my case, for example, in fact, I don't agree about the everything seemed urgent. But when I have this situation, for example, uh, I select it for by level or problem in the specific area, and I put in the first to do things. But it's very interesting because yesterday I was read a book where he says to perform task that don't take more 2 minutes, you put in the first task to do in the moment because your my mind uh, more clear when you to do this task more than 2 minutes. But for me, I prioritize by problem or level in the customer. I don't know. It's very complicated.
Yeah, I agree. I list something like you said about the 2 minutes, the things, for example, in the email. If you read the exact email and you spend only 2 minutes to solve this problem,
Yes.
you solve in this moment, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very fast. It's helped me a lot because
Yeah.
I received a lot of emails, so it's terrible to, oh my gosh, I need to resolve this. But sometimes it's only 2 minutes, no? And
Yes.
you do this, you forget, no
Very
problem.
interesting.
So nice.
This
Yeah,
method.
so nice. Yeah, I love this method. For me, I prioritize, of course, the deadline. If I have the deadline, of course, I you run more. And of course, if this specific test can be probably can be um, occasionar problem, a big problem in the future. So I will prioritize these tasks in my life. So maybe I have a lot of things that, of course, I want that the task that I want to do, that I need to do, that is important to do, something like this. Maybe it's possible to do. I see something like this. We have the specific approach for this. Um, você tem um, um, um quarto, tipo, que tem gente, como que chama? Você, quadrante, específico quadrante que você separa de different tasking in different emergence, maybe, né?
Kanban,
Maybe I don't
where
remember
where
the
we have two done and three
To do,
things to
to
Yes,
do.
do,
Yes.
doing,
Doing.
and to do,
Yes.
yes, and
doing e
on.
done.
Done. Yes. Correct. It's
But
Kanban.
it's the
It's
Kanban is
like
the
the
same,
Trello.
similar the Trello, exactly. I
Yeah.
use the Trello
Yes.
in my job. My job, I use the Trello because it's possible to share with your partners, no? It's helped me a lot. But this approach is you have the four quadrants, maybe, and you put in the first quadrant, how to say, the more important, and if you don't do this in the future, you have a big problem. In the last quadrant, maybe the you it's something that you want to do, but it's not important. You deserve this, você deseja, but it's not important for. It's not if you don't do this, maybe you don't have problem in the future. I don't know. I if I remember the name of this approach, I will share with you. Right? So let's go. The number three. What tools and apps do you find? Everybody said some different apps here, but what do you find indispensable for stay organization? For you, Dennis, do you have specific? For
Serious?
example, in my job, of course, the Trello, and for you,
I don't use I don't use any apps for
no, and the other
organization.
tools,
Yeah.
and the other tool.
I in my mind, just
Yeah, but
or
do you have
sometimes,
a
but
great mind, a great brain? Because
I
it's so
I think
hard, no?
Yes,
I
but I
forget
think
all things.
in sometimes I use Notion, and the same the Elton says says, and sometimes I use Notepad Plus to describe my task or some things to do in the future. But in app specific, I don't use. I don't know
Right.
in fact, but I have talk, and I don't not easy for me use the app. I don't know, I think.
All right. And you, Priscilla, you said about some many tools specific that
Yeah,
indispensable for you.
um, for me, Notion, because I use all the time. I open my computer and I my Notion it's the first the first thing I open. Let me see. On a voluntary project, I use a lot Jira with Zephyr Scale because I need to use it for to organize the process about the testers. Uh, yeah. No, nowadays I only use this, only this. Notion, it's the man for me because my
Oh,
my personal life and professional life.
so nice. I'm in the past, of course. I'm not the technology. I use the Trello only the job, of course. I use my paper agenda every day. I put I do my to-do list. It's impossible to see here, maybe. And I check this. Okay, okay, okay. That's I do. And it's that the moment that I accept, oh, it's okay. I'm relaxing. So it's exactly for me. It's so nice. That it's indispensable for me. And you, Elton?
Well, like you, Bruna, I like to use the Trello because for me is the better way to organize your tasks. You can have how much cards you want, and you already have the to do, doing, and the done, and you can create uh, others others kind of I don't know, you can create more. And like I said before, I like to use the Notion because the Notion is very flexible. You can create everything there. You can create a Kanban, you can create articles, you can create a step-by-step tutorial there. And yeah, I use it to use the Notion to organize my financial life, to organize my study life. Even I did a to-do list there, but nowadays I'm not using anymore. But I would like to back to use. Um, and by the way, I would like to know if you have the link that you bought your agenda, because I would like to have uh, a physical thing to put in my ideas, to organize myself as well, because I can left this in my on my desk, and I can have a easier contact. Like Dennis, I have a difficult to manage a lot of applications. It's hard because nowadays you already have a lot of application on our cell phone. We have the bank applications, we have the social medias application, we have a lot of things in our cell phone. So it's hard to use the application.
Yeah, it's complicated. I agree with you. That's why I use the paper agenda. For me, it's so
Yeah,
nice.
sometimes I get my cell phone to do one thing, and when I realize it, I am doing other things, another Isso.
So nice. So for you, well, to continue, can you share a habit you've developed that has significantly increased your productivity? I understand that you said in the first questions about the Pomodoro. Maybe
Yeah.
in my case, it's helped me a lot to increase my productivity. So, and for you, do you have other strategy or other habits that it's possible increase your productivity?
Yeah, my big villain always was my cell phone. And nowadays I'm trying to get away my cell phone because I don't know, and I'm avoid to use the social medias. I'm avoid to get my cell phone all the time. So nowadays I'm trying to use it on the silence mode, and I felt that I could improve my productivity, and yeah, it helped me a lot because before all the time I was getting my cell phone to see a notification or even to scroll down the social media to see the stories and the updates, and the avoid my cell phone helped me a lot.
Yeah, so nice. I silence the notifications in my cell phone too. And the other things that I use it to, and I realize increase my productivity is that I put stop time in the Instagram for me. Only 30 minutes per day. It helped me a lot. Only this because if see in the Instagram all the time, I waste my time. No, it's terrible.
Yeah, me too.
So
I
nice.
love the Instagram as well, so in otherwise is a problem.
Exactly. And you, Dennis, go ahead.
Mm, I don't have a habit, but for social media, for example, I don't have social media. I use normally WhatsApp and LinkedIn just because I don't like Facebook, Instagram. I don't use. In fact, for Instagram, for example, I have just account for my uh, volunteer when I have a group to help moradores de rua, and every Sunday. But for my time, for my work, for example, when I need to do a focus in a specific article or project, uh, I stop my WhatsApp and LinkedIn. I avoid like Elton, and don't know. Is that it? Not specific. In WhatsApp, unfortunately, I don't stop the application because I needed to talk with other customers because in my area it's necessary. There is a group to customer. I don't know if like with Elton it's the same, but for me, I need to do a group for a project or a specific article. Don't know.
So nice. For you all in the technology area, maybe you all use a lot the LinkedIn, no?
Yeah, sure.
I understand maybe like this. Why? What specific do you see in the LinkedIn? The other people, the find out the job, maybe? What specific? Because não é da vida dos outros. About the job only.
It's different about Instagram and Facebook. It's focused in job. But when you put, for example, article in the LinkedIn, I to do a setup in firewall, for example, my area. I put in the LinkedIn. It's how do you say? Quem não é visto não é lembrado.
All
It's very
right.
necessary in the work in the job.
All right.
And LinkedIn
That's
you use
why
for it. Yeah.
All right. That's why
Yeah,
everybody put the certification. I conclude the
Yeah.
specific
Mm-hmm.
course in this area, something like this. All right.
Yeah.
I understand. I got it. Thank you.
yeah. By the way, I am scrolling my LinkedIn right now, and there you can work your personal brands. You can be more apparent on the community. And I am there because the international vacancy is easier to get there.
All right.
So
Great.
LinkedIn is very important nowadays.
All right. I understand.
Normally, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I understand like it's very important, specific the technology area, and if you want in the other country, I understand everybody use more than the Brazil, no? Maybe or no?
No, LinkedIn you can use for all areas, not specific technology.
All right.
And recursos humanos, what else? Law and
Business.
yes,
Yes, even
sure.
doctors.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's why it's not it doesn't I don't use this a lot. Now maybe I want to put something in LinkedIn because I want to find the other job, remote or job, but it's oh my God, it's boring for me. But it's okay. I will try.
Mm.
Go ahead, Priscilla. Your turn.
Mm. Well, I think about these questions. I think the important for me during week I stop for a moment and sometimes I I listen to music. I turn off my notifications because irritate me sometimes. And I like to listen to a good music and meditation too. Disconnected for to return after for in the continuous the tasks. For example, I need that during the year.
All right.
It's my
I understand it's how you balance the work and personal time. Maybe you do the
yes,
meditation, same like this, no? So nice.
yes, like that.
I agree because if you all, for example, you the technology area all the time, if you want to do, if you study, maybe use the computer. If you work in the computer, all things that you do in the computer, no, it is
Yeah,
stressful, no. Uh,
exhaustive. It's
exactly.
hard.
I don't remember, but I think there is an article about we produce per day no more than 6 hours. And each 1 hour it's necessary to do a break for 10 or 20 minutes
Mm,
to for your mind, and it's very necessary.
But do you do
mm.
this?
I agree.
Yes, I to do today I do, because in
Yeah.
the past no, but to do for example, the last the class finish 2 hours. I stop for 20 or 20 minutes, and I come back for my notebook and work,
Oh my
because
God.
it's changed my life. It's a good behavior to do every day.
Yeah, great. Congratulations. I don't do this. I unfortunately, of course, sometimes I'm stay here in front of the computer, for example, 3, 4 hours
Oh,
without with sem levantar. I
wow.
have to, for example, here. 2 bottle of water because
Wow.
I all the time I love it. And I put this because I needed to stand up to go at the bathroom. It's helped me a lot because if I don't need to go at the bathroom, for example, I'm staying in front of the computer 5 hours, no problem for me. But I in the end of the day, I have a pain back, dor nas costas. It's
Yes.
terrible. So
Yes.
nice.
But try to do every day, because
Thank you. I
you
will.
can see now end problem. but in the future it's very important. If
Yes,
we eat 1 hour to stop 10 minutes, it's just for you change your life. I
it's
think
about the
it's very
health,
important. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So thank you for advertisement. And for you, Elton, how do you balance your work and personal time to avoid the burnout, maybe?
Yeah, like I said, when I introduced myself, in my free time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to stay away from the computer. I like to go to the park with my daughter. And yeah, because we need to have a balance because we can't have success without health. So nowadays I like to drink a lot of water. I like to work out, and we need to have a balance in our life, and not just living for the work or for the job. And it's essential have a balance. And yeah, I think that
Right. So let's go. The number 8. How do you handle task you find uninteresting but necessary? Priscilla, how do you handle?
Oh my God. It it's complicated, but it's happened a lot with me because sometimes I don't do it the specific things and I need that because for example related to work or related to other things. But unfortunately not. But I put in my routine and yeah, I I do. It's important in the future or in the specific moment. I do it, but
Yeah.
it's hard because if you study or if you learn something you do like or to receive a good results, fast results, oh, it's motivated a lot. But if you need learning or I don't know this name in English, correr atrás the specific things do if you don't like it's hard, but sometimes it's necessary. Yeah? Depends
Yeah.
of the situation, it's necessary.
That's why when you have a specific job, a specific something that motivates you to do something that's when, for example, I graduated in physiotherapy, physical education, for example, and come on, less people don't want to go at the gym, for example, because it's boring, no. And but when you have you do something that you like, so it's so good, and probably you continue to do this, no. But I understand I'm not a child more, and I need to do something because I want health, I need health, and I need to do this. Um, Something like this. It's complicated. All the time I think you are a responsible person, accountable person, and you need to do this.
Yeah.
That's it. Sometimes that I don't like, of course, but I need, I do.
Mhm. it,
And you,
it's
Dennis?
necessary, it's important.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
I always said and like example about the gym, I don't like so much go to the gym, but I need that because I need to take care with my body and my mental health. Yeah, and
exactly.
sometimes
Yeah.
That's I love it to go at the gym. I love
yeah,
it. But
I
yeah,
don't
because
like.
after this, I'm very relaxed. It's a moment, I'm relaxed moment, or do you understand? It's the moment that I
Hmm.
put my
Yeah, I
podcast, I
understand.
listen something. So I love this moment. So let's
I
go
avoid.
dance.
Me too, Priscilla. Oh my God,
Oh
it's
my
very
God.
boring. But
Yeah, it's not
I
good.
don't I don't have a good shape, but I love because my mental health is so nice and after this. So thank you God for this moment because It's that I avoid to speak with someone at the gym because I'm pay attention my podcast and my exercise. So that's it. Sometimes I'm unpolite at the gym because I don't want to speak with the other person. I hate the truth.
I agree.
And someone wanted to share dividir o aparelho, revezar o aparelho.
Ah,
Ai, I
oh
Yeah.
my
hate this.
God.
It's terrible.
No, please. So nice. Go ahead, Dennis. Talk about this. How do you handle it?
About this question, oh my God. Uh, it's necessary, but if you don't have a deadline to do this, I procrastinate this task. But if necessary, I don't know. I think to do this, it's not possible to procrastinate, but I
Yeah.
Yeah.
think that.
I feel more motivated when the deadline are coming
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Everybody, I understand that's it. Everybody do only
Uh,
you finish the deadline. No, oh my
yeah,
gosh, I need to do this. You have 1 month to do something, but you only started to do this the last weekend, for example, na últimas semanas that you want to do this. It's complicated,
Brazilian
That's
things. Deixa tudo pra
exact.
última hora. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Brazilian person, that's it.
Uh,
And you, Elton, how do you lead? How do you handle?
Well, I suffer with that all the time as well, especially when I have an interesting task. And I try to think in my bills. I try to think in my responsibilities because sometimes you are working in a in something that you don't work. It's normal. We need to deal good with that, but I totally agree with Priscilla, with Dennis. It's a hard question. It's a hard responsibility that you need to take. And yeah, in general, my bills motivate me because I need to work to pay them. And I try to think that it could be worse.
Yeah, it's interesting. No, so nice. So I understand that if you find the other motivations uh, after outside the bills, maybe it's better, no? But
Yeah,
it's
totally.
okay. So about the delegation, I think it's very faster, but maybe it's possible to talk about this, about the delegation. It's easy for you, Elton, or no? Delegation,
So
maybe the work, como é que é, gente? Tarefas de
workaholic.
casa, or, no,
Homework.
homework or other things in your job, maybe it's easy for you delegate something for the other person. No.
I don't know. I never work as a manager position, but sometimes I feel lost when I don't have a delegation from a manager or a boss. And I'm trying to have a self-delegation for myself. I believe that we are talking about it. And the self-delegation is when you manage your time, you manage your tasks without someone uh, asking you about the question or cobrando você all the time.
Yeah.
So to be short is that. That's
All
it.
right. Thank you. And for you, Priscilla?
Well, about this question, I think I never have this position exactly. I only replace my manager, for example. And yeah, I think if the I think the when I delegation something, your expectation about the situation or the tasks completely, for example, task to do pass of the other person, it's happening, it's okay. It's part of the process. Sometimes you need divide and believe in the work about the other person and go ahead. Yeah, it's more easy to more easy. No, it's normal to delegation and the only manage that manage the to do this needs finishing this time and what's happened talking about the communication in general. I think it's
Right.
normal. It's normal and
Yeah.
it's good for if you stay in the position, you only need to pay attention and keep the
Yeah.
communication, assertive communication, I don't know.
Yeah. So nice. I delegate everything for my sons here in the homework. Oh, everybody help me a lot about this. No, someone to do this, the other the bathroom. That's I love the delegation.
Yeah, I just can delegate this case as well.
So
In
nice.
house, it's easy. Yes.
Yeah.
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 My daughters.
They need
Oh,
to
oh.
accept.
Yeah, they need help us, no? I
Yeah.
understand like
Yeah,
this.
sure. We
And you,
work and they
Dennis?
help us.
And
I,
you,
I
Dennis?
I think the same the Priscilla and Elton. I don't have this position now, but I think it's necessary. I don't know if, but
All right. Maybe in the future it's possible to think more about this, no?
yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for everybody. I will finish here in YouTube.